All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt here at Matt Upton Supplement Reviews. We're trying a different angle here today just for the sake of it. All right, let's get to it here. With us today, we have a very special product from one of my favorite brands. I will disclose I am a friend of the owner and the formulators. Um, so my opinion is probably biased, but I'm just disclosing that. I also feel like I can differentiate and be honest about things that are good and bad about products, regardless. So, uh, you're going to make your decision on what that is, whether you continue to listen to it or not. And I respect it either way. I'm not really going to waste my time challenging it. So, uh, we have the specialist, getting back to what this is, and the title of the product really truly defines it. Health, wellness, longevity, formulated by Dr. Marina Sambrowski, and she's fantastic, by the way. She's a formulator that will be and should be more recognized. I mean, they won Brand of the Year 3 times, so they are recognized. But uh, her health line and her implementation of these formulas has just been really, really great, and they've helped me personally in several areas. I'll talk about this one, and then my next product that I'm going to do with her. I actually have three more here that I'll be dropping on. I don't know if I'm going to do them all today or switch it up. But anyways, getting back into this bad boy. Serving size is 10 capsules. It's a lot. But, I mean, whatever, dude. Take 5, take a chug, take 5, and take a chug. Um, it's 30 servings, which is really cool. This product is, I usually don't talk about price too much. It is, see, I think retail is 109. But you can get it. The Apollon website is almost always like 20% off there. If you subscribe, it goes down even more. This is the kind of product you're going to see, I think, the greatest benefit from in a long term use. You'll feel, it's not really a feeling kind of a product. I mean, you might have some improvements in energy and sleep and things like that initially, but I think the greatest response you're going to notice from it is with continued use. So I would suggest, looking into like a subscription for it or something if this level of product is something you want to or feel you need to try. So, first of all, we have vitamin E at 1800 micrograms. That's a fat dose of that. We have vitamin C, 500 milligrams. That's a nice dose of that. Potent antioxidant and NO producer. Vitamin D is uh, uh, cholecalciferol, 125 micrograms. That's a decent dosage of that as well. And then vitamin K as nano MK7. And this is a very important ingredient for everybody, I think personally, who's above 40, 45 years old. And certainly if you're using any sort of pharmaceutical intervention in your personal optimization goals, whatever they may be, physique, um, physical, mental performance, all the above, keeping the calcium and out of your arteries and keeping everything flowing beautifully so you don't clog up and clonk out. That's your ingredient right there. Next we have vitamin E, mixed tocopherols, 268 milligrams, big dose there too. Vitamin B2 at riboflavin 5-phosphate, 100 milligrams. It's a massive dose. Niacin at 100 milligrams. That's a massive dose. Vitamin B6 as pyridoxal 5 phosphate at 100 milligrams fat dose. Now, I feel like in just to take a minute here on P5P, this is another one if you're in the enhanced community um, that can help with, and you don't even have to be in the enhanced community. If you have high prolactin levels, P5P can help regulate and moderate those. And I believe my assumption is that massive dose in here is to help uh, support any elevation that may occur in using those, and make sure that you're balanced. Um, Beautiful. Next, we have folate is folic acid, 400 micrograms, 100%. Vitamin B12 is methylcobalamin. This is the most absorbable oral form. Provides methyl donation. 100 micrograms is a large dose, uh, and it's the good absorbable form. I wouldn't expect anything less from Apollon. They don't use third-rate garbage, so at all ever. Um, that's another thing about this company is you're not only getting large doses, whether it's generic or it's trademarked, you're getting a premium sourced ingredient. You're getting people that are going to they the owners they take these, like, and they got videos of them all the time taking their products regularly. So it's they're wonderful people, and I will say I firmly believe you can count on them. Let's move on here. Uh, okay, so we're down to P5P. Magnesium is magnesium bisglycinate, 300 milligrams. Zinc is zinc bisglycinate, 15 milligrams. And selenium is selenium bisglycinate, highly absorbable forms. Um, Good solid dosages of all those minerals that are essential for an abundance of different functions you need. And again, if you are using certain other pharmacological intervention, that the process that those compounds use to produce their results require material extraction in the form of your vitamins and nutrients. And that's why it's so important to eat well and get your rest and do all those things in order to grow, and not just stick a needle in your ass and go clubbing 3 days and stay up. It's like, I don't. I'm sorry, I went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but like, man, you know, just the little things really go a long way with that stuff. And I'm not the best example. You can see I'm not Mr. Superstar Physique myself, but I will say from what I was to what I am now, I've learned a lot, and the least important thing was what kind of a compound I used or whatever. It was how I was eating, sleeping, feeling, and training. And like, genuinely, like, my happiness, man, and my stress levels. If I was freaking out about every little macronutrient or not getting enough trenbolone or whatever bullshit, it's just it, there's so much. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just mean to help, and I mean well. So moving on. For the fourth time, we have N-acetylcysteine. Um, Antioxidant, turns on it's the precursor for glutathione. It converts to glutathione, liver, a ton of different benefits for your body and just a great general health supplement. Organic red yeast rice. I believe this was kind of considered as like a natural statin, and it's another great ingredient for general heart health and lipid health. as well as our next ingredient, which is bergamot, a full spectrum bergamot extract from the citrus bergamot orange. Yeah, it's legit. Pomelo actually has a patented extract from their pomegranate too that is concentrated for numerous health benefits. It's a really solid ingredient. Shout out to Pomelo for doing it right too, and shout out for bergamot for this is one of the best ingredients for heart health and for lipid health that you can get over the counter, in my opinion. Next, we have Tutka at 500 milligrams. Um, that is taurosodox, no, taurosodioxycholic acid, and it is everybody knows about it for like liver health and liver regeneration and like that, but it also does a lot of things cellularly. Got it that time. That is very beneficial and synergistic with NAC and some of these other ingredients. Next, we have nicotinamide riboside, 500 milligrams. It's a real nice dose, and shout out to him for sticking it in there for, you know, keeping NAD levels up. It's actually finally been proven in a study to be orally active and convert and elevate NAD levels in adults and healthy adults. So the riboside form. So good addition there. Next we have Oxyjune, Terminella arjuna bark. Um, Oxygen saturation, heart health. Um, Wonderful ingredient with numerous benefits. We also have, after that, we have 400 milligrams is a beautiful dose too. Saw palmetto extract, standardized to a minimum of 85 to 95% fatty acids. I think this is primarily for prostate health and mitigating and managing that. If you're, again, it seems like though this can be taken for health and wellness and longevity for anybody for an extended period, that Dr. Marina might have kept her, some of her more hardcore athletes in mind in formulating this and really looked out with that fat dose of that to keep us and our prostates healthy and functioning properly. Next, we have grapeseed extract as Mega Natural BP. That's a fantastic trademarked version of that. A lot of trademarks are just expensive ingredients that aren't any really better. That's the reality of it. But there are some out there that hold their weight, and I would say Mega Natural qualifies. We have Optiac reduced glutathione. Now, this is an orally active version of glutathione, apparently. I don't honestly know much about it. It's kind of a new ingredient to me. I'm sorry about that. I should find out more, and I will moving forward, but I trust that if it's an Apollon and if it's, Dr. Marina's looked it over and that it would be something worth implementing or trying at least. If you would ask me right now, my opinion would be stick with NAC and Tudka for glutathione. I don't know if Tudka does glutathione conversion, but I know NAC does, and that's a precursor. But I'm not the foremost expert on all this either. I'm learning as well, so we'll go with it. Microactive CoQ10 at 200 milligrams. That enzyme is essential heart health, energy health, cellular functionality. Then we have estrogen for absorption and astragaloside 4 from 100 milligrams of astragalus membricanus root extract. That is the active astragaloside that is proven to be beneficial for kidney health. Um, so 50 milligrams of that is a whopping dose. That's a nice dose of that. And then round it off with 12 milligrams of astaxanthin. Now, I've been a big fan of astaxanthin for years. I took it, uh, about 4 or 5 years before everybody even knew what it was. There's a version in Hawaii, bioastaxanthin, that I really loved. And I thought it always provided like better breathing, better stamina in my cardio sessions, and just good overall antioxidant health and protection. Okay, so that wraps this joint up. Now, um, now I I'm at a point in my life where investing in something like this long term makes sense. Um, and I can make an argument that somebody half my age could do the same thing, and it would be worthwhile, um, to a point. But there's also some ingredients in here that I feel don't really have a place in a person's plan to implement, because, and it's not necessarily that they don't, but it, based on where they're at in life, especially age, typically, because typically when we're younger, we're producing more of these materials in here, that some of these ingredients are helping us to replace and replenish because we're older and we just don't make it like we used to, and it gives us a lift from that point. Uh, and yes, you can take action and preventative action and supply your body with that when you're younger and potentially benefit yourself in certain ways, but I'd be lying to you if I told you that I was guaranteeing that that would be the case. So my suggestion for this wonderful product is, look at it as the ultimate niche. Like you got your basic multi, you've got your good omegas and your good protein, and I don't know if you want to take pre-workout stuff or whatever. And then maybe like down the line you slide that in there. But if you're gonna get into this, commit to it. Like, don't just buy a bottle of it. Then it's a waste of your fucking money, because you should. These ingredients, a lot of them need, in my opinion, some extensive usage for you to really see the benefits. So, uh, awesome product, awesome formula, and applicable again across the board in a lot of different ways. Um, I just wanted to highlight that I thought it was cool that they looked out in some of those ingredients and dosages and really made sure they were covering all the bases for a variety of their enthusiastic uh, base. Sorry. Finally got that one out. Yeah. All right. Love it. Get it at ApollonNutrition.com, NutriCartel.com. I think those are the only. Oh, NaturalBody.inc as well. Um, and thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry this was a long ass review, but this product's massive, and I wanted to take the time to break it down. So I appreciate y'all. Hope you're all doing well today. Take care.